Hey you guys, it's me, Brittany, and I am one of your digital mentors. It is good to see you, good to see you. I'm a student at Syracuse University, which is 233 miles, about 4.5 hours away from my home, which is Brooklyn, New York. I'll be weighing out the pros and cons of going away to college. Stay tuned. Going away to college can be a really exciting yet daunting time. Deciding on whether or not to go away to college can be a really tough decision, so I'm hoping that this video can help alleviate some stress. So here are some of my pros and cons for going away to college. Cons. All right, so the first thing I gotta talk about is food. You're not gonna have home cooked meals at least for the first 1 or 2 years of college. Homesickness is a real thing. Some people take 2 months to adjust, the first week. Some people take a year, 2 years, just depends on the person. When you go away, you're gonna have to sacrifice and miss some events and, you know, things that are going on at home, sometimes even holidays. I missed Thanksgiving this year. I never missed Thanksgiving. But that's just something that you have to accept. It's gonna happen and it sucks. In the event that you have an emergency, you won't be able to be around your loved ones right away. You're not gonna be able to have your mom or dad cook you a bowl of soup right away. You know, as soon as you get up and you're feeling sick, oh, you gotta fend for yourself. That's what FaceTime's for. Generally speaking, going away to college can be a bit more expensive, not just because the school itself is expensive, but because of the things that you have to buy. If you're in a dorm, you gotta buy dorm supplies, bedding, toiletries. If you have an apartment at school, same thing, you gotta buy toilet paper, shower curtain. There are a lot of things that you have to buy that you may not think about. Microwave, a trash bin, hangers. So we all know that school period can be stressful. College is absolutely no exception. And in the times when you have a billion assignments due and you're really frustrated and you're really stressed out, being away from home might magnify that stress. You're not, you know, near the stuff that makes you feel comfortable, the stuff that makes you feel loved. You know, your comfort food may be something that you can only, you know, get at home. But you just power through. You learn to adapt. Responsibility. When you go away to college, you have a lot more individual responsibility. You're not gonna have somebody that's constantly over your shoulder telling you, you gotta do your homework, you gotta do your laundry, you gotta do this and that. You gotta hold yourself accountable. Get your ish done. All right, so for pros, the pros list is a little bit shorter, but that's because each thing has a bit more value. Number one pro of going away to college, you get a fresh start. Nobody knows you, your professors don't know you. You get to come in and basically be whoever you wanna be. Reinvent yourself. If you weren't the best student in high school, you can change that. I have a close friend of mine who was maybe a C student in high school. She wasn't really involved in any extracurricular activities. She got into college and whipped it around. She has a 4.0 GPA. She's in a whole bunch of clubs. She has internships. She's thriving. You get to be in a new environment. You get to meet new people. I find that when you take yourself out of the environment that you've grown up in, that you've come to know, the people that you've come to know, there's so much more room for you to grow because now you're discovering yourself outside of the known. Because then at that point, you question, who am I outside of those things, outside of those people, outside of this place? Responsibility, accountability, same thing that I said before. This can be a pro or a con depending on the person. But you know, your life is in your hands. The way you wanna shape your college education in your future. We all gotta adult at some point, so you might as well do it now. With adulting comes failure, there comes a lot of mistakes. You're not gonna turn everything in on time. You're not gonna do everything right, but that's all a part of the process. It's all a learning process. Going away to college can be a jump start into adulthood. It's the beginning stages of adulthood. And the last thing is freedom. That's right, for the parents in the back. Your parents aren't there. You have the freedom to find yourself, to express yourself, to be who you want to be in that space. You can go out, you can have fun, you can party, you can experiment safely. You just have so much more time. You have so much more control over your time, what you do with your time. Ultimately, if you have the chance to go away to college, I would say do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, where do you live?
Puerto Rico.
And she goes to school where?
Syracuse.
Which is how far away? By plane?
4 or 5 hours.
Going away to college is an absolutely amazing experience. I know for a fact that I wouldn't be the same person that I am today had I not had the experiences that I've had going away. It's just a very refreshing an eye-opening experience. If you have the opportunity and the means to go away to college, because I know it's not easy and I know it's not cheap, I highly encourage you to do it. But whatever your decision, I hope that this video helped to clarify some things about going away to college for you guys.
Deuces.